Hi all, this is Dr. J at 11, streaming to you live from Eastern Long Island, New York, where the weather has been okay, a little humid, a little rainy, a little sun, a little this, a little that, kind of like the market, a little up, a little down. Well, the NASDAQ, unfortunately, took it on the chin today, the worst of the three indices. We're going to look at a chart of the NASDAQ. We're not going to look at charts of the S&P or the Dow, however. I showed a chart of the Dow in an earlier market wrap, and if you're interested, please view that. Feel free to view that. In that earlier market wrap, we looked at biotechs, Geron, Actinium, and CVM. All very, very hot and interesting charts, interesting to look at, interesting plays. Tonight's market wrap are the rest of my favorite biotechs: Oncosec Medical, athxs, who else? I don't remember the others. I promised someone Asterius Biopharmaceuticals. It's not one of my favorites, but it could become one. And I'll have to look at what's up on my screen in order to figure out the fourth one. Oh, well, this is what happens as you get older, I guess. So my advice to you is, besides picking good stocks and winners and trading it like a real champ, don't get so old so fast. Gee, I got old very fast. I used to be a kid. Dr. J used to be a kid. I don't know what happened. In any event, my hair is getting grayer as I talk to you even. All right, so let's do our little housekeeping. Do your own due diligence, of course. Don't rely on anyone other than yourself, your investment advisor. Fact check everything I say that you think is important. My opinions are my own, and they do not constitute investment advice. But on the other hand, if you want to follow Dr. J's ideas, do so by all means, but at your own risk. Sometimes I come up with a good idea or two or three for a trade. Other times I can recommend looking at an interesting stock. So it's worthwhile peeking in on Dr. J at 11, subscribing. That would be very nice if you could subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, share this vlog with others, etc., 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 as Yul Brynner would say in The King and I. Let's go to the video charts, etc., etc., etc. All right, I'm getting carried away here. Let's look at the NASDAQ first. The Zoom NASDAQ ran out of steam a little bit, it looks like, which implies that the FANG is not doing too well. In fact, it was the FANG today that brought down the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ 100 was off a whopping 1.5% compared to the Dow, which was off like 1/3 of 1%, and the S&P might have been off, I don't remember, 1/2 of 1%. So the NASDAQ was by far the weakest of the three indices, and you notice that it's trading below its Zoom channel, and it's finding very nice support at the 50-day simple moving average. And it's every time it's around that 50-day, it's done really nice things. It's moved well off of it, back up to that trend line. Has it got another such move in it? I think so. I don't think that this high on 830 of 76.91 is all there is for the bull market run on the NASDAQ. I think the FANG stocks will regroup, led by my two favorite ones, Amazon and Apple. Apple had some good news today regarding no tariffs on its smart watch. I might buy one of those smart watches. I could take EKGs all day long. I'm just kidding. All right, in any event, I'm not kidding that I might buy one, however. I'm looking very seriously at buying the XS. If anybody wants to leave a comment on that, that would be appreciated. In any event, let's make note of the fact that maybe this is a buying opportunity, having found support once again. Okay, so ADXS, adxs. This is the one that Dr. J has been in and out of many times. Haven't been in it for a long time, but I started doing some bottom fishing with this drop into the 80s. So I've been buying almost on a daily basis. Today, I did not buy. I just looked. But I will be buying, I believe, in the future. I'd like to see it take a little turn up before looking at it a little more seriously, because right now, again, I believe I am bottom fishing. I believe there will be more bottoms to fish, unfortunately. So nobody knows where the bottom is, but that's okay. I'll buy into the bottom, and then when it finds the bottom, I'll keep buying. So I think at this point, I'm committed to building a nice position in ADXS, even without the CEO, Dan O'Connor. We have a new CEO who seems very, very capable. OncoSec Medical, one of my favorites with the electroporation, with the Pisces trials, with the new CEO, Dan O'Connor, who's promising, well, not promising good data, but expecting and hoping for good data in the months ahead. In the combo trial with Merck Pharmaceuticals. I mean, the fundamentals, I really, really like the fundamentals. However, the chart is meh to fair. I rated meh to fair. So actually, I put in a sell order. I didn't get it because I was a little tardy. I put in a sell order at 139 for some portion of a fraction of my shares. It's not a big deal that I didn't get it. I'm willing to see this one out another day or two. But if I drew the line in the sand right here at 133. Remember when I saw this candle on when was it? 9/1, I told everybody, be careful. It could be easily heading to 133. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, I don't like to be right when I have a large position in the stock and I'm calling for a downward move. But I was right. Today it hit $1.33. Let's hope that this is a double bottom right here. Let's hope that this line in the sand holds. So Dr. J will not have to sell a single share of OncoSec Medical. Then we have AST, Asterias Biopharmaceuticals. Several of my friends on Twitter, stock twits, have been asking me about this one, even writing comments in my YouTube vlogs about Asterias Biotherapeutics. I do own some shares of Asterias in a couple of different accounts where I previously, where I still own Geron as well. I didn't bother getting rid of all the free stuff that I was handed by simply being a shareholder of Geron when they sold to Biotime, BTX, their portfolio, their intellectual property, mainly stem cell intellectual property. Geron was once known as a stem cell company, just like Biotime was pretty much known as a stem cell company. Both have broadened their horizons. I don't know too much about Biotime, Asterias, and the other one was, I think, OCX, OncoSite. So I own shares in these three little biotechs because of Geron. And every once in a while, it's worth looking at the chart. This is, in my mind, as mainly a stem cell company, Asterias. I know their most advanced clinical trial is a phase 2/3, I believe, in spinal cord injuries. and I believe the data has been very, very, very good. I think this at one time the CEO was the old CEO of Geron. What was his name again? Was it Okama? Something like that. Okarma. This is one of these occasions that you should fact check me because I'm relying on my memory. And as I said, my memory isn't what it used to be. But I believe that to be true. It may not be. In any event, let's look at the chart. I drew two straight lines because pretty much it's been trading between these two levels. This one at, what is this one? 130, and this one at 180, right? So 130 to 180 is quite a little range. It's at the low end of the range. And every time it's been at the low end of this range, it seems to go up to the top end of the range. And every time it's at the top end of the range, it seems to go down to the bottom end of the range. Here's another example right here. So does this mean that it's a great time to buy AST because it's at the bottom of the range? Maybe. Maybe. I mean, a pattern doesn't have to be a traditional pattern like a head and shoulders, cup and handle, three white soldiers, or any of those. It could just be a pattern within the chart of the stock you're looking at. So if you think that it's got one more shot up, by all means, it would be a nice swing trade to buy this at 135 where it closed today, or even lower. And let's see where would we put a stop? Well, I guess we would put a stop somewhere at the lows here. The low here is 125. That's too tight a stop. This one would be 120. Okay, so if you buy around 130, 135, you could put a pretty tight stop at 120 and hope for the best. Hope that you can sell it at $1.80. And if you really know the fundamentals better than Dr. J and want to be in it for the long haul, think that there's takeout possibilities, think that there's a big future in regenerative medicine, and Asterius is going to be at the forefront of regenerative medicine, then by all means, add to your portfolios, buy here. It's certainly better than buying at 80 cents. So I don't own any Asterius. I mean, I do, but trivial. I think it relatively trivial amount. I'd have to check. Biotime, I will look at next time. I'll look at the chart. And if anybody has any other requests for any biotech stocks, by all means, ask me. The worst I could say is no. So, and I probably won't. So it's been nice seeing you all. I think we went through what we wanted to go through. Oftentimes I forget one stock and people get insulted. Did I do athxs? Uh-oh. I think I forgot to do athxs. Can I go back and do it? Would you mind? I don't know. I hate when I forget one particular stock. So I'm going to go back one more time to do athxs. I did not do athxs, I don't think. If I did, I'll do it again. All right. All right. I don't know why I have to forget something, apparently. Athxs, where are you? The first one. Athxs is very interesting. 185 has been the double bottom, and guess where it went? Guess where it bottomed out today? 185. So that now we have a triple bottom, a solid wall to penetrate. If it does penetrate that, we very well could see a nice dip here. Or maybe not. Maybe we'd find support at the lows of April 3rd at 170. So if it penetrates 185, I think we got a ways to go down. So this is one to be careful. You want to take a little flyer on the long side. You very well might be lucky enough to get 209. So if you go in tomorrow at the open, let's say the open is 188, you're looking for 208, let's say, 20, you're looking for 20 cents and willing to risk till maybe 170, 175. So you're willing to risk 13 cents. It might be a good play. Might be a good play. I'm in it for the long haul, so I'm probably not selling any of it. I really like the prospects of this stock. I've been a buyer of this stock for some time now, and I've been buying just about all dips. So true, the chart doesn't excite me, but on the other hand, I doubt that I'll be tempted to sell any portion of it. Doesn't mean I won't, because I'm allowed to change my mind, right? But my mind says don't sell. Okay, so I guess now I've covered everything I said I would cover. I hope I didn't cover anything twice. That would be bad. But in any event, happy trading. Good to see everybody. And it's time to say goodbye. Sayonara, shalom, ciao. See you all next time. This has been Dr. J broadcasting live from Eastern Long Island, New York.